I'm so very happy to be in Australia with you all. Australia is one of the major Surge Yoga center, and people are very nice and they are really doing very well here, no doubt about it. I was told there are 150 children today, so now you are prospering otherwise also. They are all born realized children and they are going to come up very soon. So that's how Surge Yoga is really very deeply rooted in Surge Yoga, in Australia. You can see that clearly. But I feel that I should talk something about children. Very important it is, because it's a responsibility for all of us that these children have taken their birth here. And they are children of great intelligence and very great sweetness because they are born realized. Still, you must know that you should not try to over dote on them or to be over strict with them. Both things are wrong. One thing they must know, that you love them and respect them as Surge Yogis because they are Surge Yogis. Instill this idea into them that you are Surge Yogis. That's why we all respect you. Please send all the children here in front, I think would be a better idea, so that they are not cramped up. You can bring them from the sides here. Now, so this girl talks too much. Whose daughter is she? Ask her to sit this side. This green thing. Tell her to sit this side. Now, everybody is going to keep quiet, all right? And those who will not keep quiet, they'll have to go back, absolutely at the back. Huh? So everybody is going to sit very quietly, all of you. Did you hear me, all the children? Did you hear me? You are all going to pay attention here and you are going to listen to me, all right? So I'm just going to say something to you. What I'm going to say to you is this, for all the children, that now you are all Surge Yogis. All right, raise the hands who are Surge Yogis among you. Who are the Surge Yogis? All the children. Who are Surge Yogis? Who can feel the cool breeze? Let's see, raise your hands. All of you who can raise, yeah. Just raise your hands. Hello, raise your hand. You are a Surge Yogi? You are all Surge Yogis, raise your hands. All those who are Surge Yogis, raise your hand. Oh, everyone is a Surge Yogi. All right? So we have to give them first this idea that they are Surge Yogis, that they have to have a dignity of their own, and that they cannot try and misbehave at wrong points because they are Surge Yogis. We must have a rapport, we must talk to them, we must establish their responsibilities, that you have to do great work, you have to give realization to people. When you will grow, you will have to do this, you will have to do that, you will have to go to far off countries, and you will have to know this, you will have to know that. All that once you tell the children, then they start developing their personality as Surge Yogis, because they are born like that. But if you do not channelize them in proper listening, because of the atmosphere, they might go into other directions. So we have a very good chance now to develop our children according to Surge Yoga principles and imbibe those principles in them. So they do not, hello, listen, this girl talks too much. Tell her also to be quiet. Sit quietly. What's this her name? Getting her name. Just tell her to keep quiet, sit down quietly. All right. You are a big girl, you sit. Now, you have to always say that you are grown up. You are better than other children, and you have to behave accordingly. You cannot behave in a manner that is not behaving a surgeon. Now the parents have to be also good surgeons. Their attention should be good. If their attention is not good, the children will pick up all the bad things and they will start behaving in a manner that they should not. All right? Now go and sit down. Nice girl. Huh? We should not try to control them on many things as we do in materialistic way. Why did you spoil the carpet? Why did you do that? This is not important. But if they are not respectful to my photograph, or if they are not all right for Sahaja Yoga, then what you have to do is to tell them that this is not proper. This you have to do. So the accent should be more on Sahaja Yoga than on something that is materialistic or something that is wrong. And also good manners must be taught to children. They must be taught how to concentrate on work and things like that. At the same time, you must know you are as a trust. You are not parents as normal people are, parents are, and possessive of your children. You shouldn't spoil them. By any chance, if you spoil them, you will be responsible for this all your life. You shouldn't spoil them. You shouldn't try to pamper them too much and tolerate their wrong things. If some Sahaja Yogi tries to correct another child, should never get angry with that Sahaja. On the contrary, you should be happy that your child is being corrected. That's one part of our family. We are one family. And in family, if somebody thinks that your child has done something wrong, please try that child is corrected and thank that man that he has pointed out. Sometimes before parents, the children behave very well. But then they start misbehaving. You understand? So you have to check your children. As others are telling you your child is doing like this, your child is doing like that, you have to check your children and tell them how to behave. But some people are extremely strict with their children. That's very bad. Heartlessness. You must look after their comfort. You must look after their food. You must know that they like this or like that, why they like it, what is their health, how they are behaving towards others. All these things you can watch. But do not try to be strict with them. Best thing is, if they do anything wrong, tell them that this time I forgive, next time you are not to do it. But sometimes is it required, or sometimes, very sometimes. If they are violent, nasty, because the other day there were two children, I don't know from where they learned, they brought 2 knives to put into somebody's stomach. Sahaja Yogis were sleeping. I mean, that's horrible. Then I said, you can little bit slap them or something, or punish them in a way that children understand that this is wrong. This we should not do. If you really try to pay attention to them, you will immediately know what are the problems of your child. Because you are also Sahaja Yogi, immediately you will know the chakras. Try to improve the chakras, try to pay attention to them. At an early age, it is very much required that you should look after your children. Till they are about 16 years, I think there should be a proper vigilant guidance to the children. But don't spoil your children, because tomorrow you will come and say that, mother, we don't know how our children are spoiled. I have had so many experiences like that. They must meditate every day, and they must get up at right time, sleep at right time, but be gentle with them. You have to be gentle, and they have to be gentle also. Also, I found the children who came down. Australian children I didn't see much. Now, you go and see. I'm talking. Hello? Hello? Come now. Now, can you go down? Hello? What is that? Now, come now. Go down now. Can you go down now? May God bless you. Now, you go down. No, it's all right. Don't get angry. Don't. It's all right. Go down. What is there? There's a wasp. They killed a wasp, you know? Really. They did. They still the wasp, still it's there. I can remove it. Just see, anyone can come up. Just see this one, take it out. There's something there, still crawling up. They did some job, you see. You must understand what they were up to. Now this is the one. I don't know what is that. And also talk to them. But if they ask questions, you must not answer all their questions, not necessary. If they ask questions, once in a while it's all right. But still try that they should listen more than ask. Because also that's a very bad habit of saying why. You're not supposed to know just now, you're too young. If you ask any more, you'll be a stupid person. All kinds of things can be told to children to make them understand that they cannot be stupid, they cannot afford to be stupid. And this is what I feel all of you who have children now here, 150 children, and all the parents have to understand. It's very important. Also the people who are not yet parents or who are grown up, their children are grown up, must look after the children as their own. Because ours is one family. Whether you are in Australia or in England or in America, anywhere you may be, we are one family. And all our children are our responsibility. So all of us should look after them, and all of us should tell what's wrong with them, how to get them to proper ways. I would suggest that you should have a committee for discussing about small children. And every month you can meet, the committee can meet in an ashram, if there are, or if there are no ashrams, then some people can meet and discuss about children. What's the matter? What can we do about it? If there's any problem, you let me know. Now I think instructed some things about children, but it's not yet being sort of circulated so much. For very small children who are born, for the women who are pregnant, and how it all should work out. So carrying the children too much is also not very good. And also putting them all the time on a perambulator is also not a very good thing. You see, if they are grown-up children, they should learn to walk, and they should be more sort of working with their limbs than sitting in a perambulator or something like that, and also the buggies. I've seen the children who are just used to buggies never walk. So if you're taking them out, if they're too small, is all right. Otherwise, don't take them out to longer distances. Take them for shorter distances. They must learn how to walk. Otherwise, later on you'll find it's impossible for them to take to this. Another thing, Indian children, as they know from very childhood, that they have to squat. So from childhood, if you teach them how to squat and how to be quiet, they will learn. I have a feeling that when the child is born, the kind of massaging and all that is done to them is very little. That's why the children become so violent and so disturbed. If you start massaging them just after the birth of the child, gradually, till they are 5-6 years of age, if you massage their body every night before sleeping, and then with little powder you wipe it out, or before bath, I'm sure the children will not develop this nervous temperament and this kind of a situation where they just become absolutely out of hands. Moreover, it is better that when the child is very small, the mother should not work. Or else now I hope you start some sort of creche, somewhere where there are Sahajoginis looking after the children, and where the children are kept in a proper shape, that they are looked after. You see, now I would say that this is the training. Whatever you give helps the child to become what you want them to. If you do not give them the training, children can never be all right. They can never behave themselves, and they can never be good children. We'll have problems. Of course, we started a school with very great jittery conditions. Anyway, the teachers had really become like pantomimes, I think, because these teachers had never seen such horrible children to begin with. they used to beat them, spit at them, bite them, and within 1 month's time, all the teachers wanted to run away. They said, we can't manage these horrible children. I don't know from where they have come. Moreover, the education was so poor, they didn't know how to write even ABCDs at big boys. While in India, at the age of 5 years, children can read very well, do this. Despite that, see, all this was happening, and also there's such a pressure of all the teachers, on the teachers by the parents. The parents came down there, stayed there, the mother stayed there, tried to correct this, do that. I mean, nowhere in the world, in any school, this interference is allowed. So the teachers were so fed up. And the person who became really hard on them was a boy from abroad. He started hitting them because he said these children cannot be all right unless and until you hit them. So we told them that this is not the way it is to be done. But we had to use a plastic rule just to show them, that ruler, that if you misbehave, you will have this. Because they were very disobedient. They would climb up any tree, fall from there, they would like to jump everywhere. And impossible to control these children in a place like Dharamshala, which is hills and dales and all kinds of trees there. So they got a fright and they said that we'd like these children to go away, we don't want to have a school. I mean, they paid so much money to start the school. And it came on them suddenly because there was no school. But such interference of parents and things, and something too special. Now, if they are sitting in a puja, the food has to be served at 8 o'clock. They'll get up from the puja and go away, as if it's very important to it. Doesn't matter, once in a while, if they are delayed. All these ideas are very regimental type of things. And then children become really like military people who come after war and become horrible. That's exactly what happens with them. So, the way they are looked after now, I must tell you, these children who came as just ignoramus things, absolutely good for nothing, have now started reading, writing, calculating. Not only that, but they also write Hindi language, which they do not know. They have changed so much in this such a short time. It's hardly, I think, 1 year's time that they have been there. And we looked after them in a way because my attention was there. But they got fed up with the mothers who went down. And it is demeaning for the teachers also to go and correct the teachers in the presence of this thing. Also, I must say, I was sorry to see that somebody was sent from Australia to find out about the schools. When the school was here, nobody bothered. When there was a school in Austria, nobody bothered. Nobody bothered about the school which was in Rome or in Milano. But when it was in India, they sent somebody to find out and get photographs and everything. It's something very demeaning. And the Indians refused to have a school there. And they said, we will not have this kind of a thing anymore. So you have to trust. But I can tell you this much, that Indian culture is the best for your children. That will make them perfectly all right. And you'll really enjoy them. Because you see, Indian children now, see even now, look at these children, how disturbed they are. But if you go in India and see, the children are least disturbed. They are just there, they are obedient, they are giving time. Understand this. What is good for our children, we should give them. So this is also not good to interfere with the school. Now there's another school we have started in Vashi, where we'll be getting children, all of them, because they have given up now. They have given up, the teachers have given up in Dharamshala. They just said we cannot manage these children because the place is so dangerously placed and you cannot control them. They have no sense of caution and they are jumping all over. It's very difficult to manage. After all, this year they will continue, but from next year they are saying we'll send all the children to Vashi. For 9 months they could be there, and the parents can bring the children to Dharamshala and they can stay and they can look after them. It is so bad as that. So you must know the quality of our children has to improve. They have to become peaceful, righteous, good children. And they are not to be troublesome and exacting, because they are Sahajogis. Otherwise, if you do not give them the proper guidance, I tell you, they will be all waste. They are born to you because you are all Sahajogis. And we have to give them that beauty. If you cannot give that beauty to them, they will not realize why they came on this earth, how important it is. Today that Sahaja Yoga has started, it never happened, this kind of thing before. It never happened, such a great thing. And this has come here, and this has brought such greatness to all of you. I think many people do not understand how great it is. That's what is very surprising. Now you have entered into Sahaja Yoga, which has transformed your life, has given you everything that you wanted. It's so beautiful. But understand the importance of it, and that how we have to develop and how we have to grow, because you will be held responsible in future if anything fails. So we have to go very deep into it, and we have to get to it in a big way. Why is she crying? What's the matter? She wants to go to mommy, let her go. Whose child it is? Martin, you know your children. You are too much attached to them, I must say, too much attached. You really, that's what I was going to tell you, that they were very, very funny when I came there. They're too much attached. She has improved a little bit, but I think still, you should keep them out. Keep them out. Don't get attached to them. There will be such a headache to you, you won't know. Before Sahaja Yoga, people used to neglect their children. I've seen it. After Sahaja Yoga, they are just stuck to them. Either too extreme. Tell her not to cry. Otherwise, you tell her you'll send her out if she cries anymore. Don't cry, keep quiet. Sometimes you have to scold also. You have to. Shouldn't tolerate their nonsense. Otherwise, you are responsible for these children who are godly children who have come on this earth. God has given you a gift. You have to look after them with care and understanding. I think it will all work out. You know, you shouldn't beat your children all the time. Otherwise, it has no value. You must make a big ritual of it, you see, before beating. Make a big ritual. Now, this is going to be bad. You'll be surprised. My daughters, the elder one, I've only slapped her once in life. Only once, little bit. And to another twice. She was a very naughty girl, but still. Only twice, never more. And, they were so obedient, so good in schools and never troubled me. And one day she was in college, when we went to Delhi, she came and asked me, she said, all the girls are wearing sleeveless blouses, so what do you say, should I make some sleeveless blouses? I said, go ahead. She was quite grown up. I said, go ahead, if you want to make, you can make it. So she said, Mummy, but why don't you wear? I said, I feel shy to wear like that, I don't like it. And it doesn't look so nice for a lady to wear a sleeveless blouse, it's better to be covered. So she said, then there is no criteria. This is no criteria that if I ask for anything, you should say yes. You should have said no to me. So I have had very good experience of my children. And I don't know why God blessed me with such nice daughters that... I never had any problems with them, never. And they've been, even now, they are very good. All right, sit down. No, keep quiet. All right? So now I would say let the children go if they like, or if they want to hear the music, we can have the music now. Regarding the elders and all that, I'll tell you tomorrow something for the puja. All right? God bless you. क्या तुम्हाला शॉल कहाँ गई वो